Hey, 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 tea sippers, and welcome to another episode of Tips Tea. Today, we're going to discuss the importance of a support system in regards to your mental health journey. And without further ado, let's get right to it. Now, I do want to go ahead and let you all know that today is Monday, May the 31st, and it is also the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, although it's the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month, it does not mean that your job ends here. Please remember to continue to spread awareness, continue to spread the message of mental health and mental illnesses so that we can reach the people that we need to reach and get them the help that they need. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to our channel. Now, let's discuss the importance of a support system. The importance of a support system is basically you will have people that love you and want to see the best for you. And because of that, it allows them to be invested in your journey with you. Now, you also will be able to have your support system provide emotional help for you, emotional support on days when you're just not feeling like it, or on days when you need to have someone to talk to. You'll have that support there. And then also the next bullet point is having a support system helps you to manage your condition or your illness. And that goes back to basically what we were just talking about in the bullet point before. So you want to make sure that you are managing your condition or your illness. And also in the point of managing it, you want to make sure that you are doing it in a healthy way so that you can recover and get over whatever your condition is, because it is definitely you are able to recover from your mental illness. Okay. The last bullet here is going to be, it also aids in reducing stress. So it all goes in together. Basically, when you have a support system, you don't feel like you're alone. You have someone that's there, or some people that's there in your corner. And because you have that allows you to be able to have that reduction in stress and anxiety and worrying. You don't feel alone. That's the most important part. So next, we're going to discuss, why do you need one? Well, you need a support system because, again, they help support your healing and recovery. They also help so that you won't suffer or feel like you're suffering by yourself. Suffering by yourself, let me just say, that is not an easy task. It is no fun, and you feel like you are alone. And so because you are at such a low point and you feel like you're alone, you lack the clarity that you need to be able to recover in a healthy manner. And then the third point here is it helps you to get over the stigma surrounding your mental illness. Like, people would think I'm crazy, or people would think that, they can't be around me, or, I'm going to have, an episode while we're out in public, things of that nature. Okay. So then we're going to move on to the next here. The next item here is, what does your support system need to know? Now, this is an important one because your support needs to have resources and education regarding your individual condition or illness. Whatever your condition or illness is, they need to be able to understand how they will be able to help you. Your illness or condition is something that you cannot just snap out of. That is something that your support system needs to know. You can't just snap out of it. It is something that is going to be an ongoing process, as in any type of recovery, whether it's substance abuse or recovering from alcohol, or recovering from mental illness. It is a process. Okay. So I want you to make sure that you always remember that. They also need to know what your triggers and warning signs are so that they will know when they need to go ahead and kind of end the conversation or in a situation with you so that they do not trigger you to go off into, having an episode of mental illness. Okay. And then another thing that they would do is they help to hold you accountable in your recovery journey. So if they're well educated on your triggers and on resources and on your condition in itself, they can help to hold you accountable when you need that accountability. Okay. Now let's talk about your recovery journey. In your recovery journey, your support system should consist of those who you love and who you respect. And most importantly, who you trust. You cannot have people that you do not trust and that you cannot talk to in your support system. You need to make sure that you do have someone that you can tell your innermost, darkest secrets to, because a lot of the times, those are going to be the people that are going to, make sure that you get the help that you need, if it is help that you need, or they can be there to kind of walk you through that journey. Okay. Now, you also want to make sure that you have someone that's going to be available when you're having a hard time. You want somebody that you can call up, somebody that you can say, hey, can you come over? I'm having a hard time. Somebody that you can say, hey, can I come over? I'm having a hard time. Okay. And then you want to find places and people that make you feel safe, an environment of safety, because that is going to help you recover, because you feel safe and you feel less stressed about recovering. You feel less stressed about your illness. That is going to be an important factor in your recovery journey. Another thing that you will need to do is make sure that you're taking care of yourself physically, spiritually, and mentally. So physically, you want to make sure that you're eating the right things, know what foods may trigger your anxiety or panic attacks, or if you have another mental illness, there are foods that actually do exacerbate that particular condition. So you want to make sure that you're educated on that. You want to make sure that you're staying hydrated. You want to make sure that you're taking vitamins. And if you need any type of supplementations of natural herbs or things of that nature, you want to make sure that you're taking those as well, so that you can have a productive day and that will lead to overall productive life. Okay. Now you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself spiritually. That means going out in nature, connecting to the outside. You don't necessarily have to do that with someone. You can always do that by yourself. So that could be a journey all on your own. The important thing you want to make sure that you're getting out of that is that you are being connected and you're enjoying life outside of the four walls in your house. Okay. And now for mental health, you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself mentally. So that means noticing when a situation or a conversation with someone may no longer be productive. You want to make sure that you're saving that mental space. Whenever there's negativity that's involved in a conversation or in a situation, you want to make sure that you are kind of disregarding that negativity and kind of making sure that you're getting yourself out of that situation, because you need to protect and guard your mental health at all times. Now, another thing that you want to do is engage or start engaging in social activities, whether that's with your family, whether it's with a trusted friend. You want to make sure that you're engaging in social activities so that you can get out in the public. You won't have the anxiety that you need, but what you need to do is make sure you start off slow. Do not jump into this full-fledged. You want to make sure that you're starting off slow, but do engage in family activities, family events, and things of that nature. Start there and then kind of venture your way out into social activities with other people. Another thing that you can do on your recovery journey, you could also join a support group. When you join a support group, they are going to be like-minded individuals that's going through the same things that you're going through, having the same conflicts and the same issues that you're having. Because of that, you are able to support each other. And that is a very important step in your recovery. You want to make sure that you do have a support system and a support group. If you do not have anyone that's trusted enough in your family, go ahead and join a support group. A lot of the times it is much easier to talk to strangers than it is to actually talk to someone that you are close to or someone that you know, because you won't have that same mental aspect of what they may think of you. So you want to make sure that you at least have some type of support system, whether it's in your family, or whether it's with a trusted friend or friends, or in a support group. Okay. And the last thing is you want to make sure that you are establishing achievable goals for your recovery journey, not goals that you're setting too high. It is a process. So you don't want to aim high. You want to aim high, but you don't want to aim high right off the bat. You want to make sure that you're taking your time and you're easing in to this recovery journey, okay? You want to do things the right way so that you can make sure your recovery will be a successful one. So set achievable goals, short-term and long-term goals. And as you're achieving those goals can change, okay? Now, it is tea time. Do you guys have your teacups ready and available? All right. So we have been discussing all month long lemon balm tea. Now, what are we going to discuss about lemon balm tea? Lemon balm tea is basically a really good tea in regards to helping you to reduce stress, helping you with your anxiety and things of that nature whenever you may be having an episode. But we have not discussed where can you get lemon balm tea. So lemon balm is an actual herb, and you can do one of two things. You can get the actual herb and you can steep the actual herb, or you can get pre-made lemon balm tea. Now, traditional medicinals makes a really good lemon balm tea. I happen to like traditional medicinals teas, but they do make a lemon balm tea, so you can always look for that. You have herbal suppliers such as Mountain Rose Herbs, where you can actually get the actual herb, and then you can go about steeping the herb to make the tea. Okay. So one thing I want you to make sure that you do is get a reputable herb company or a reputable tea company. Okay. You can always go on Amazon. You can get, traditional medicinals or Buddha teas or whatever teas that you want on Amazon, because everybody knows Amazon has a little bit of everything, right? But what you want to do is make sure that you're getting an organic tea. You want to make sure that you are getting a tea that's free of pesticides. You want to make sure that you're getting a tea that's free of herbicides. And most importantly, you want to make sure that you're getting a tea bag that is bleach free. Okay. A lot of the times we do not realize that our tea bags, when you're just drinking regular old tea, they contain bleach, they contain chemicals, and all of those things we are ingesting. So what you want to do as your advocate, okay, you want to make sure that your tea is free of these things if you're going to go with an actual tea bag, because you cannot enjoy the medicinal properties of the tea if you are not getting the proper medicinal things, meaning you are ingesting dangerous chemicals, which is going to counteract the medicinal properties of the tea. Okay, so make sure that you follow this very important step when getting your tea. Okay, now in closing, I want to thank you guys for another wonderful episode of Tips Tea. Thank you for watching. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Remember, your health is mental. Bye-bye.